Okay, because of the activity that we did in class today, I am cutting down the size of your worksheet here. This very first one is assigned, and I want to do it with you. And in service classes, because we spent all hour doing something else, I want you to skip problem 2 and 4. Problems 2 and 4, and I'll have you skip 9 and 10. 2, 4, 9, and 10 are skips. Okay? Now, let's do number 1 together. F plus G is just adding these functions. That plus that. Oh man, I can't write on the board. Okay, so if I'm going to add those, I would just say 1 over x minus 7 plus x plus 4. And no, I'm not going to make you do common denominators yet, but we will eventually get to that. But for right now, you just add them together. Just put a plus between them. Then you put a minus between them to do this part. Then you put a multiply between them to do that part. And those you can actually multiply, because you know these are easy to multiply. When you put this number over 1, then you have two fractions. You can just multiply them. Now a reminder about add, subtract, multiply, and divide. You just take the parent functions and you overlap them. The divide's got an extra gotcha though. The divide kind has 3 number lines that you overlap. The 2 parent domains, and the third thing is that the f function can't be 0, because if it's on the bottom, if f's on the bottom here, then you can't let this be 0. By the way though, this is a tricky one because you never could make f be 0. Think about that. You cannot make 1 over x minus 7 equal 0. So that third number line won't even matter on this one. Okay, then f of g of x and g of f of x, remember that the 2 domains you overlap there are the domain of the inside function and the domain of the new function that you created. Okay, so you make this new function by putting the one in the other and find its domain by doing 2 number lines, the domain of the inside and the domain of the new. Okay, there's a quick summary of how you do domains and on these compositional functions. And that's all I have time for today, just a quick review day. Just to clarify, I am not going to try to describe decomposition for today. We are going to do that on some other day. The decomp at the end of this, I will probably be covering in tomorrow's lesson, if anybody that's paying attention to this lesson. So if you're looking for decomp, anybody from another class, decomposition, problems 5, 6, 7, 8, etc., that's going to be explained in tomorrow's lesson. All right, have a good day.